What if I told you that you could get a solid read on your car's engine health in just 5 minutes? And no, you don't need a mechanic's manual or any fancy tools. That's exactly what we're going to do right now. This is your simple guide to keeping your car happy and, keeping you driving with some real peace of mind.
You know exactly which one I'm talking about. You're just driving along, maybe listening to some music, and then, bam, that little amber engine symbol just lights up. Your stomach drops, your mind starts racing, and you're immediately picturing the worst-case scenario. It is, without a doubt, the most dreaded light on the dashboard. Okay, so that feeling of panic, it's totally real, but it doesn't have to control you. Because more often than not, that light is just a little heads up, not a sign of a total catastrophe. Today, we're going to flip that script. We're turning that panic into power, giving you the knowledge to actually understand what's going on under the hood. Take a look at this number, $4,000. That's what a major engine repair can set you back, on average. But here's the kicker, the most important part. It's almost always preventable. And that's why we're here. A few minutes of your time, once a week, can literally save you a fortune. This isn't about you becoming a mechanic, it's about being a smarter car owner. So how do we make all this stuff simple? Well, we're going to use an analogy that I think makes everything just click. For the next few minutes, I want you to think of your car's engine like it's a human body. Seriously, it has fluids, it has to breathe, it's got its own circulatory system. Once you see it that way, a lot of this starts to make perfect sense. Let's break it down. The engine oil, that's its blood. It circulates everywhere, keeping all those thousands of moving parts lubricated so they don't grind themselves to dust. The coolant, that's the body's temperature regulation system, right? It keeps the engine from getting a dangerously high fever. The air filter, well, those are the lungs, making sure the engine is breathing in clean air. And all the belts and hoses? Think of them as arteries and veins, connecting everything and keeping it all flowing smoothly. See? It's not so complicated when you think of it that way. All right, enough with the theory. Let's put this into practice. We're about to walk through a super simple routine that anybody, and I mean anybody, can do. This whole thing takes less time than it does to make a cup of coffee. And I'm not exaggerating here. You don't need a toolbox or an engineering degree. Just these 5 little checks can give you a shockingly accurate snapshot of your engine's health and help you catch almost any problem before it gets big and expensive. So here it is. Number 1, check the oil, the lifeblood. Pull out the dipstick. Is the level right? Is the color a nice, clean amber? If it's dark and gritty, that's a problem. Number 2, inspect the coolant. Just look at the reservoir. Is the fluid at the proper level? This is how it keeps its temperature in check. 3, glance at the belts and hoses, the arteries. You're just looking for obvious cracks or freeing. 4, check the air filter, the lungs. Is it totally clogged with dirt? A clogged filter is like trying to run a marathon while breathing through a straw. And finally, number 5, just take a quick peek underneath your parking spot. See any new drips or puddles? That's it. That's the whole checkup. Now, beyond what you can see, your car is constantly talking to you. The trick is just learning to speak its language. So this part of the health check is all about using your ears. You know the normal sounds your car makes, right? The usual hums and rumbles. What you're listening for are the new sounds, the uninvited guests, a sudden high-pitched squeal, a new grinding noise when you brake, a persistent ticking sound from the engine. These are your car's early warning signals. They aren't just annoying noises to ignore. They're clues telling you something needs a closer look. Okay, so let's bring this all home. If you forget everything else from this explainer, just remember this one thing. Being proactive is the absolute secret to a long, healthy life for your engine. It is all about prevention, not reaction. Really, it just boils down to 3 simple habits. Once a week, or at least once a month, do that quick 5-minute check on your fluids and belts. Second, always pay attention to new sounds. And third, and this is the big one, when you see or hear something that's off, act on it. Don't put it off. A $5 fix today is so much better than a $4,000 repair next month.
We'll leave you with this old saying with a little modern twist. An ounce of prevention isn't just worth a pound of cure. It's worth a garage full of cash you don't have to spend. Taking care of your car isn't a chore. It's one of the smartest financial decisions you can make. So next time you get in your car, just take a second. Before you turn on the music, just listen. Take a quick look around. Be aware, because your car is always communicating. Your job now is just to learn its language. So, what's your car trying to tell you?